Hey guys, it's DDD. I'm back with, this is episode, I'm going to say number 5. I had to think for a second. Yes, number 5 of my podcast. So my untitled podcast. I still don't have a name for it yet, but this is like, only my 5th episode. So I guess you can still say it's fairly new, and I guess I still have a grace period for not technically having a name for it. But I really don't know realistically when I will come up with an official name for it, whatever. Sometimes I feel like that's not as important as it is just, obviously whatever topic I want to discuss and the things I want to say, the points I want to get across. So that is why I'm here today, because I have another specific topic that I want to express my thoughts about, based on my experiences and what's been going on lately, and just something that's been pressing my mind for a while. And you know what's funny? I feel like I kind of spoke on this in my last podcast, where I was talking about gay men and how sometimes they live up to stereotypes or, things of that nature. But I didn't exactly discuss the layer of what I'm going to discuss today. Like, I was just discussing gay men in general and how they show up in the world. With this episode, this podcast, I want to talk about dating when it comes to like in the gay community. I want to talk specifically more about that, not just like the sex life or the general culture of gay men. I want to discuss the actual dating with gay men. And I want to discuss it because I want to, again, discuss a couple of issues that I have when it comes to trying to date in this community. Because what I have come to learn, and again, this I feel like goes without saying, but we know that this is not the case for every gay man or every gay scenario, every gay relationship. I am aware that there are successful gay relationships, gay marriages even. Like, I get it. Gay families, I get it. Okay? But I'm speaking on my experience and also the experiences I know of many other people. And now when I say I know, I don't mean people I know personally. I'm talking about from what I've seen, heard, like, it's come up time and time again. So yes, while there may be a few exceptions to the rule, obviously, we see generally what the standard is, right? So that's what I'm going to discuss. Now, one of the issues that I have with trying to date in the gay community is that I feel like it is, and this is what I mentioned before in the last podcast, I feel like it is stereotypical and it's a standard in the gay community, I feel like, to be promiscuous. Like, it's like because we're both men and we're both gay, it's like it's expected, it feels like, for all of us to be the same. And it even feels that way when it comes from other gay men. Like, it feels like because they're one way, they expect all the other gay men to be the same way or be with the program. And it's like, it doesn't work like that. Like, we're not all the same. We don't all move the same. And I just feel like there's a lot of weirdness with that, because it's like, I'm just going to be blunt, okay? So, like, for example, because obviously we live in a society, like, as gay men, where, we can't just walk down the street or be in a corner store and kind of like find our fucking Prince Charming that way. A lot of us tend to use dating apps and stuff like that, right? But the issue is some people see dating apps as dating apps and then others see them as hookup apps. And it's like, there lies the difference between lust and potential love. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I just think that there's a misunderstanding with the community where it's like, some of those people need to understand that everyone does not have the same intention. Like, everyone who is on these sites, and it doesn't matter what site it is, because I feel like people try to make that a point too, like you're fronting, lying, or like you're being delusional or something. Like if you're on an app like Grindr or Jax, like they'll say things like, well, look at the app you're on. Like, what did you think you were going to get? And it's like, that's not the point though. Like, y'all be lustful as fuck. And it's like, just because y'all are full of lust, y'all project that shit onto everybody else. And then it's like, you have the nerve. Like, I've had this happen to me multiple times. Like, men will make it seem like I'm weird or like there's something wrong with me because I don't want to just fuck. And it's like, what the fuck is going on here? Like, the plot is being lost completely. So that's like one of the main issues that I have with gay men trying to date in the community is that a lot of gay men are very fucking lustful. Okay, whether they're DL or out. And it's like, the first thing you want to do is send me a nude or talk about sex. And it's like, I don't even fucking know you. Like, I don't even think that these men be understanding really how weird they fucking are. It's like, you're trying to make me feel like I'm weird. And it's like, bitch, you want to fuck a whole stranger that you don't fucking know from a can of paint, all because of the way they fucking look. Like, do you not know? It's like, if you really think about it, do you not know how fucking like bird brain you have to be to just be that careless? It's like, I don't even give a fuck how careful you think you are. It's like, you don't know the person. You don't know if they're clean. You don't know if they have a disease or not. You don't know their history, their background. You don't know what type of shit they're into. You don't know if they could be trying to set you up, any fucking thing. All you know is you're horny, you're lustful, and you want to bust a fucking nut. Like, I just feel like something about that is very unsettling for me. And you know what I'm saying? I understand that everybody has their own lives. You try not to judge people. But to me, there is something very out of pocket about hookup culture. You understand what I'm saying? Like, and then people try to project and make it about all this bullshit. Like, oh, you're just mad you ain't getting. Like, no, bitch, I'm not mad that I'm not fucking random people. Like, no, I'm not mad about that. Like, huh? Like, y'all bitches be like really having life fucked up. But okay. And then when one of those same people catch something, then, those are the same people that don't want nobody to judge them because it's, oh, well, don't judge. Well, bitch, when you was out here doing whatever the fuck you wanted to do and people was trying to warn you and you was being careless and shit like that and trying to judge the next bitch who was careful, maybe you should have listened. Because you wouldn't be in the predicament that you are now. And then it's like, that's why you have to worry about all the bullshit with people like that and how they want to disclose or don't disclose and all this bullshit. And it's just like, this is why I am the way I am. So, that's one of the major issues. I want to get into the other major issue so that, I have enough time to really express my thoughts. Now, this is another major issue I have with trying to date in the gay community. It's like, if you don't have the super lustful gay person or DL person trying to basically use you as a fucking object, you have the weird gay men. And it's like, let me narrate this for you, right? So I feel like these types of gay men, they're like wolves in sheep's clothing. Like, they have a manipulative way of trying to make themselves seem like they're different or they're better because they might actually want a relationship, or they come off like, oh no, I do want to get to know you, or oh, this and that. But they're just as fucking toxic. And I'm going to tell you why, because it's like, if the nigga don't want to just hurry up and fuck you, right? They want to rush into a relationship, which, if you ask me, is basically the same thing. Because what are you trying to rush into a relationship for? Or what are you trying to hurry up and rush and lock me down for? Because you want to have sex. And everybody knows that sex is a part of a relationship. So it's like, if you're trying to hurry up and lock me down and feel like, you're going to have me as your boyfriend, or you want me to hurry up and come out to your crib, or you come out to mine, what is that supposed to tell me? You get what I'm saying? Like, that tells me like you want to hurry up and get to the point. And it's just like, that's backwards too, because it's like, just because you're presenting yourself like, oh, well, I'm genuine and I'm honest, and I just want a relationship. I want to love someone and I want someone to love me. It's like, that doesn't mean that you can just rush into a situation. Like, and I'm gonna give an example, right? Because I've actually had a couple of examples where men have been weird like this to me when I was trying to just text or get to know them, right? So recently there was this man who I was texting, and he was like you can call him, I guess, like a church gay, which in itself sounds funny because it's just like, child, I don't even want to get all into that, baby, because that, I feel like that can be a whole video on its own. But anyways, and I'm not gonna lie, that kind of turned me off from the beginning, because it's like, maybe I will say it, I don't give a fuck, I don't want to get all into it, but I just feel like church gays are like a complete contradiction. It's just like, yes, you can be gay and still be Christian or believe in God and all that, have a relationship with him, but it's just like, the ones that be like super deep in the church or super involved, it's just like, it's like, I just feel like the whole shit is backwards, because it's like, to me, I feel like men who are usually half and half like that, they're fucking confused. Okay. They're confused about themselves, their lives, their own identities. Okay. And they're still trying to figure it the fuck out. And I feel like I've already graduated. Like, I already know what the fuck is going on. I'm already free from all my cages. Like, you're older, you know what I'm saying? Like, and you're still trying to figure out whether you're living your life right or not. Like, I don't have time. So it's like, okay, that he already had that going on. And then I'm not going to lie, he was like a plus size guy too, which I'm not fat phobic. I don't mind bigger people, but you know, there is a limit. And it was just like, okay, like I was just giving him a try because he wasn't an ugly dude. He was a decent looking guy. But you know, we text a few times, even talk on the phone like once. And it's like, I was already catching red flags besides the fact that I didn't like that he was Christian and gay, or I didn't care for it. It's like, I'm texting him and I'm basically letting him know about myself. Like, I'm letting him know, like, you know, I've never been in a relationship with another guy before, or, you know, like really gotten that far. And he's like, oh, so I would be like your first boyfriend. And it's just like, whoa, slow down. Like, who the fuck said anything about being in a relationship or being boyfriends? Like, obviously, if we're trying to text, talk, or get to know each other, yeah, we know it could potentially lead to that, but it's like, this is our first fucking conversation and you're already talking about a relationship, because anytime you mention boyfriend, that's a relationship. So it's like, I was just getting the vibe from him, like, oh, okay, you want to rush into a relationship. And then even when he started talking about like, oh, you know, yeah, basically he wanted to set up a date, if you want to call it that, where I would come to his place or him potentially come to mine. And it's like, that's not a date. That's you wanting to come over to see if you can get some action or something like that going on. And it's like, now, because I haven't been hitting him up, or because he feels like he always has to hit me up first, now he's on social media sharing indirect posts trying to be smart and calling me egotistical because he's mad that I'm just not that into him. And it's just like, this is why I felt the need to come on here and vent about the matter, because it's just like, I don't know where these gay men get off thinking that, you know, somebody is supposed to just rush into anything with them, whether it's sex, a relationship. Like, clearly, if I'm not messaging you or if I'm not that invested into the connection, I'm not that into you. And it's like, that's okay. But for you to try to demonize me or make it seem like I'm a weirdo or I'm egotistical, narcissistic, anything like that, because you're not getting the attention you want from me, no, that actually says a lot more about you and where you're at in life. And I mean, the boy already told me he was in therapy. So it's giving, baby, maybe you need to have a therapy session about that instead of trying to project onto me and make it seem like I'm a problem. Because the bottom line is, boy, like, yeah, I talked to you a little bit and I tried to give you a chance, but I'm really just not that into you. And it's like, it is what it is. But I don't appreciate being insulted. I don't appreciate, you know, a person being emotional like that and being indirect. So that's definitely a dub. But I just basically wanted to, you know, express my thoughts about those things and, you know, give you guys another podcast episode. So that's basically it. This has been DDD, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.